Hello and welcome to the course. In today's lecture, we will learn about a very important function, that is filter. So the filter function takes two parameters. The first parameter is the table and the second parameter is the filter expression that you need to evaluate. Filter function filter the table under current filter context. So it's very important to remember this point, under current filter context. And the second is it does not change the filter context. So let's do it by using Power BI desktop. Here is the data view. So we have to click modeling, and then we can click here new table. It's a dynamic table. So here we have to write one table, like we can write red color products, for example this one. And here we have to write filter. The first parameter is the table, and the table we need to give here product. The second parameter is we have to filter, so we can say color is equal to red. So that's it. Hit enter. And here you can see we have a table with the color red. So here that's how you can use the filter function. But how we can use this filter function when we need to create a measure? So let's do it. We can click here my measure table, and then we have to click new measure, and here we can write like custom sales or the filter sale, and here we can write sum x, and the first column is the table. And as I told you, the filter is itself a table function. So here we have to write filter, and the first column is again table. What is the table? Is table we can provide here, for example sales, and the expression is sales amount greater than, for example 3000, and then we have to write here sales amount multiply by sales price. Then we have to close, hit enter. So here you can see the first parameter that we have to provide to the sum function is the table, and the filter is itself a table. So here we have provided the first parameter is the table name, and the other is the expression that we need to get all the rows from the sales table where sales amount is greater than 3000. So then this filter will give one filter table to sum x as a first parameter where sales amount is greater than 3000, and then we have to multiply sales amount with freight for those lines where this condition is fulfilled, right? So let's go to the report view. So here you have to see I have dragged and dropped total sales. So what is total sales here? Total sales is the sum x sales and sales plus sales price. Okay, here is a plus, so we need to change filter sale here. So what we have to do is plus, plus. Okay. So what is the current filter context? Is there any current filter context is available here? There is no current filter context. Total sales mean we are getting all the sales that is available in the sales table. So what we can do now, we can add country. So now we can see sales by country like Australia, Canada, France, and here you can see different sales depending on the country. So this is the filter context. Country is the filter context that is being applied on total sales. And we can add one slicer here like customers, and we can add gender. So here you can see for the Australia is 191,752, and if I click female and see 191 decreases to 106,782. So now there are two filter contexts being applied on total sales. First is the gender female and the other is the country. Here you can see, right? So now let's add our filter cell where we have used the filter function. So what we can do is we can add filter cell here, and here you can see we have here we have total sale 191 and here we have 58 and 57, and if I click female and see it is being decreased to 21,823.62 and so on. So the filter function does not change the filter context. Filter function works under the current filter context. So what is the current filter context now for the filter cell? For this filter cell, we have the current filter context. First is coming from the gender, the second coming from the Australia. So these two are the current filter context, and then we have added one more. Then we have used a filter function here. Here you can see. The first is coming from the gender, the second from the country, and the third we have filtered by using the filter function like a filter, and then we are getting all the sales rows that fulfill this condition. So these three things are being applied on filter cell. So this is how filter function works in DAX. So filter function works under the current filter context and it does not change any filter context. So how we can change the filter context, we will learn about this part in the next video.